Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the official ARK podcast number 232. My name's Coach Mistletoad, and I'm here live with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Mr. Atlas. Please take it away, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, Coach Brad. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. A fantastic day here. Tuesday, June 20th. We have our regularly scheduled for Sunday Crypto Badgers with their weekend review. They're fantastic videos. They are here to show it today. Max P's globetrotting, having to deal with not the best connection to the internet and making the best of it, but they were able to pull it through. We just have a confirmation from Bizy Dips that the show must go on, and boy, is it going on. So we're going to be reviewing that here in just a little bit of time, waiting for Coach Brad to arrive, as he's going to be doing that for us today, as well as the Wheel of the Toad, as the Toad is going to be busy during the podcast. He's here now, but he's going to have to head out. We hope you're all doing well, having a fantastic Tuesday. A lot of info happening in the crypto space, and I believe for today and tomorrow, our very own DeFi expert, Mr. Z, is not going to be able to assist. He is, preoccupied with a couple things. I did have a conversation with him earlier, and he has excused himself, but maybe there's a slight chance that he'll be able to run through. So we won't be doing the official DeFi sessions. We'll probably talk about some crypto stuff during that time, because there is a lot going on. News of Fidelity coming and wanting their ETF. A lot of moves from the big players over in Wall Street when it comes to crypto and the SEC. I'm sure you've all been keeping up as very well-informed crypto investors. Let's take a look here. Let's see what's going on. We're still having the issue with our stats pulling up, but I'll be happy to read them right here for you. And right now we have 5,463 total ARK Vault accounts. Liquidity on PancakeSwap, 195,735 BUSD. ILC reserves, 231,987 BUSD. The price of ARK holding very steady at $1. The Spark price pull today, quite large, 861.79 ARK. That's right, folks. 861. We've been have been really above 700. And let's see here. Definitely over a week. We had to run 2 days at 700. Another one at 704. Going back, it has definitely been quite some time. Let's analyze it here. Let's analyze it together. What was our all-time high? Because I think we might be pushing an all-time high. Yeah, it sure seems that way. Mistletoe, would you concur? 861 is an all-time high for us?
I think you might be right. I think it was like 830 was the last one.
I'm not finding it. You're 716, 715. Going back a couple weeks. 709. 710, 769, 765.
I would say that's an all-time high. Let's go.
781 yesterday. No, not yesterday. That was part of me on the 7th. 697 yesterday. So it is official, folks. 862.60 ARK. We are, folks, at another all-time high. Sheesh.
Oh yeah, I found it. 817 was the last all-time high on May 10th. That was when you were flying to your undisclosed location, and we had to do the pod a little bit later. So let's go, break an all-time high.
It just sit out there, right? It's like, hey, hold on, this is different. Okay, yes, that is an all-time high. And shout out to all of the folks that qualify. If you are in the LSA, you qualify if you have that $250 BUSD in there. You also qualify if you have a legacy NFT. If you've ever bought a legacy NFT, you qualify every single day. It's not one day, there's not one contest that you do not get another shot at it. So really, whoever wins today is going to be quite lucky. I heard that Bob has definitely cooked a steak for Sparky. So he's got an upper hand. Let's see who it really comes down to. Maybe they're here. Maybe they're live with us. So it's going to be quite exciting. And that'll be our 232nd, 232 Spark Prize winner. And of course, the MVP for the day. Their wallet ends in 0DE6. They have one referral, 674 USD going in. Our second place was really, really close, 619. And in our third place, close again, 603. So some great buys here. Let's give them a round of applause. MVPs are putting the work in. This is the time, folks, to really add to the investment. Get that position. If you can afford a max wallet at 4K, these cost $25,000. Talk about an amazing opportunity. And with that, let's go ahead and turn it over to our very own Brent Nordin and see what he has to share with us. Right now, pretty much everyone knows we're in a holding pattern, waiting for Alex to get into finalize the last little bug fixes on the front end. At the same time, we are making progress. We just had a meeting with one of our suppliers, some great alpha coming really here. I don't know if we're really able to give too much light into any of that, but I'll bring Brett Nordin and let him kind of give you a brief of what's happening.
Yeah, thanks, Atlas. Yeah, it's some great news coming. I think we can share. We've made the decision to limit the Air card to the MasterCard, which is the global card. We had a U.S. option, and we went through the flows together and looked at. There's just a lot of confusion that happens between the two cards, and we think it's just going to be a better user experience if we just go with the MasterCard for the virtual, which is great because it's open to everyone. You can add it to your Apple Pay, your Google Pay very easily, and we think it's going to be a great market fit for that particular product for the virtual card. We still have the physical cards, which, the spending limits, the ATMs, the, kind of shop everywhere for U.S. customers, and those are going to be great. So those are also available to everyone else, but it's just going to be a product that I think would overlap with the Visa card. The Visa card was the one with the $10,000 limit. And if we have the physical card and then we have the virtual card, which is the MasterCard with a little smaller limit, I think that one just fits better with the product portfolio. And as those products improve and evolve, then I think we can open it up and make additional offerings. But I think for now, going with the global card, the MasterCard for the Air card, that's going to be, I think, the best path for us. With including the Visa card and the virtual cards, it would have, I think, created some customer service issues. And when we were going through those flows, I think it was just confusing and created, some problems because the Visa card was a U.S. only card. And if someone from Europe goes ahead and orders that U.S. card, it just creates a big nightmare. And there's no way to really stop it. Anyone can interact and go ahead through the process. And then once they have the U.S. only card and they're in another country, it will not work at all. So we want to just limit that. And I think because we're going to offer the physical cards shortly after the Air card is out, the Terra card, The Terra card will, I think, be the one that everybody wants to get. If they want the higher limits, they want it refillable. They want to be able to go to the ATM, spend, the upper limits. I think it's $150,000 on that one, isn't it, Atlas? On the physical card, the Terra card.
Yeah, we'd have to confirm that. I don't have the data here in front of me, but it is around that high, if not 150, 175. It's massive.
Yeah. So it's really the superior product in terms of just spending limits and the flexibility and how you can use the card in the real world. So the virtual card's great for e-commerce and using tap to pay, and if you have a smaller crypto budget, it's a great way to get started, and it's got all of the the great online features that you'd expect from a virtual type Visa, or sorry, a MasterCard in this case. But then the physical card is a Visa card, and that one can be used and shopped, at merchants, physical merchants, and out in stores and retail stores and things like that in your local market. So both with different, I think, different features and benefits. But I think just limiting the Air card to the MasterCard, I think, is the right choice. And then we'll have the physical card as sort of our, hey, you want to spend the high limits and you want to be able to use it everywhere, then go with the physical card option. So that's about it on the payment side of things. I will say that there was some great alpha from our provider on that side. They are working on a bill pay for U.S. customers only, which is some alpha. That one's going to be out shortly and available to us. But with our roadmap here, we probably won't get to it until after the physical card, obviously. So as it's looking now, on-ramp, Air card, Terra card, and then hopefully the bill pay will be available for U.S. customers at that point, and we can integrate that product as well. So that's a bit of an alpha, and we had talked about this roadmap is going to be expanding over time. It's just not, here's an on-ramp and we're done, here's an off-ramp and we're done. These are, constantly evolving and expanding product lines, and we're going to take advantage of that, and we're going to add more revenue and bring that back to the ILC and put it back into the NFT rewards pool. So I think we've got a really great opportunity here to get on board with the limitations that we're seeing with centralized exchanges, traditional banks just not catching on to crypto. So we're going to give you a whole bunch of different ways to use your crypto in the real world. Buy it, earn it through the yield products, and then spend it with the Air card, the Terra card, and then we got some information about a bill payment option coming soon to the U.S. So that's about it, and I think that's a pretty good way to end it.
Yeah, I believe it's the right choice. We understand that not everyone, when they're making online purchases or they're interacting with a D app or they're just doing something online, not everyone is paying very strict attention to all of the details, reading the fine print. We've experienced that here with the app. We launched perfect white paper here, answering all kinds of questions, and then eventually somebody shows up and they're like, oh wait, I don't see my balance, or I don't see my airdrop. They don't take the time to really understand how things work. And then we can go a step further and just use very simple imagination. Somebody comes and they say, oh, well, I can have a Visa, I can have a MasterCard. Oh, I can load 10,000 on this Visa. Oh, great, fantastic. They go, they learn, they load the 10K. They're in the heat of the moment, the emotion of the moment, and they don't realize that that is a product that's really just for US and Canadian customers. And even if you put the fine print right in front of them, what are the chances that 100% of those folks, remember, we're going to a mass market, that maybe this person's in France, maybe they're in Egypt, the UK, wherever in the world it might be outside of the UK, and have failed to read what's right in front of them, and then they come and say, hey, my card's not working. We'll say, well, it works for everybody else. Well, it's not working for me. So, sir, where are you? Oh, I'm in Egypt, and I'm not able to make these purchases. The only thing we can say, well, sir, ma'am, did you read what was said, that this was only a product for American and Canadian customers. You should have gone for the MasterCard, which was a global card that works everywhere around the globe. And they would say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention. But anyway, I want my money back. I spent $10K, I've loaded this card. And, the only answer that we have, folks, is to say, I'm sorry, but did you read the part? There's no refunds. Once these cards are loaded, there is no going back. The crypto's gone. The fiat to load those cards has been deposited, and there's no refund. It is out of our control. So could you imagine the rage, the discontent, the disappointment, the finger pointing, the blaming, when people are in their emotions, no matter how many times, hey, sir, let's pull up the D app and let's look at what you saw before. Did you not take the time to understand and see this? I don't know about you guys, but I know that when people are deep into their feelings and they're just realizing that they've made a $10,000 mistake, I mean, the money's there. If they were to go to the United States and use those funds over there, it would absolutely work. But in their location, it's pretty much useless. So I think that's a risk that as a company, as a project, as a community, we don't want to have those conversations. We do not want to deal with folks that had every right to be upset because their product isn't functioning for them. But the reality is that the responsibility and the mistake lays on their lack of attention, their lack of due diligence, and unfortunately, there isn't anything that we could do to remedy their mistake. I don't see the win for us there. It makes more sense to go for a product that is still available, which is the MasterCard. It's $1,000 per card. It's not reloadable. We're going to have some reloadable cards coming in a couple of weeks that you'll be able to keep adding to it, to the same card. But for right now, we're working with what we have. And we have these two fantastic products. I just don't feel comfortable enough to trust people enough to not make mistakes when it comes to the products and the responsibility and the heartache and the confusion. It's just, I don't think it's worth it. So that's, I think, the right thing to do, Brett.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and it's easy enough to just get additional virtual cards as well. And if you think about the application and when you're going to be using them, loading up to 10K on a virtual card that you can't refill, and B, you can't really take the cash out or do anything else with it other than just spend it. And if it's only US, I think it's just setting ourselves up for failure with a very small upside and market potential for that size of a product. I think people in that situation where they have 10K to load on a card, they're going to go the physical card route, which makes a whole bunch more sense, just in terms of flexibility and then being able to take cash out at the ATM and use it just like your other debit cards. So I think that the MasterCard with the $1,000 load limit, non-refillable, it fits a really nice niche. And it's a big niche, and people can use it to buy online and tap and pay and things like that. But it also gets their feet wet, and they get more comfortable with the products, with our brand, with our customer service. And then when they're ready, they go for the physical card, and they can load that thing up, to their heart's content, and able to use for very large purchases. So I think that Visa with the $10,000 limit, it's a nice concept, but I just don't think it's going to solve a big problem, and it's not worth the downside risk of someone making that mistake and not being able to use the money, because it is crypto. Right. It's like you said, it's
the only product that we had. I'm pretty sure we could find a way to make it work.
Yeah,
we would a disclaimer, click this box, click the other box. Are you in the United States or Canada? Put your address. Let's confirm your address. Put your phone number. Let's confirm your phone number. We could set up the whole funnel when somebody comes in, So at least 10 times, right? It's telling you you must be located in the United States or Canada to be able to use this card. It'll, this is the card that you could also mail to your home or your office or a PO box, depends how discreet you want to be with it. I'm sure we can make it work, but here's where it gets very complicated. We also have another offering, right? That's the MasterCard that works globally, right? that has a different limit. And since there's two options, there's two products, I believe that it's very easy for folks to get confused and say, wait, but I thought it was, Visa, MasterCard. So you're complicating things because you have two products that work for two different uses. Obviously, the MasterCard works for everyone. The other one doesn't. But there's things that get lost in translation. People look at advertising. They'll look at a short from our great Jashawn or from Amanda. Oh, you can load up to 10K. Oh, American customers. And then you see another short that says, oh, yeah, this is the global card. It works absolutely everywhere. And then we have a third layer to this where we offer the anonymous part. Add more confusion because you can create an anonymous identity that will do for you for any of these two products. So it's an overload of information, it's an overload of options. And when you have too many options, too much information, generally people get overwhelmed. They skip through reading through everything. They pull the trigger, and then, we know what happens. And I think a big part of ARK, the community, is how everyone's so respectful, educated, understanding the products, and we can foresee clearly there's going to be so many folks here that are not ARK investors yet. They're coming for the products, and boy, do we want these people coming, being upset, not understanding. I mean, just any product, you're going to have folks that are not understanding. Maybe they put the wrong phone number. Maybe they didn't copy the anonymous information correctly. We're going to already have to deal with that with any of these products. But I think once we get into those bigger numbers, people asking for refunds, they're quick to point the finger. Oh my God, this is a scam. Emotions. Guys, we're in crypto. We've seen this shit go down time and time again. Go ahead, Kira. Did you want to say something, sir? Hello, Kira. I think we got a hot mic.
Kira's just hot.
I do.
Yeah,
They don't.
Hey, dude, go ahead, Nita. Good to see you, buddy.
Okay, yeah, listen. I had a call, but you might have mentioned, but there was a lot of talking about this, a bit confusing. So, Brett and guys, so you're going with a MasterCard on the Air Card up to 1K, not reloadable for the virtual, correct so far?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we had two options. One was a MasterCard, which is the global card, which is going to be fit a lot broader audience, obviously. And I think with that limit is sufficient. And obviously you can get additional cards. It's no problem. So what we wanted to do is just limit the confusion, because as we were going through the flows, we had a couple choices, as Atlas mentioned. One, we keep both, and we just, set up all sorts of check boxes and, cover your butt kind of stuff as the person's walking through this thing, and there's a decision tree and it just becomes a complicated mess. And ultimately we would have two virtual card products that have very different use cases, I think, and then also jurisdictions that you can use them in, one being limited only to the US and maybe Canada, but it wouldn't work anywhere else. And so we're deciding not to use that card and just stick with the global card, the MasterCard, just to limit the confusion, get going. And my feeling is that card will evolve. It's going to be the most popular card, and will probably end up with higher limits, probably end up being refillable down the road. So I think it's the right choice to kind of stay with that, the lineage of that MasterCard, and offer that up front, and then we can expand that card offering as it evolves and improves. And just limit the problems that might arise with the US card, which we could see right away, would be a much more complicated user experience, as well as potentially a really big customer service problem. If somebody loads up to $10,000 in crypto, you can't get it back out. And so if they were
Okay,
in the
but excuse me,
UK or Australia,
Brett,
it would be a
I really appreciate a lot of words on it. I appreciate it. It's just I get a bit confused. So maybe I'm not rested enough or something. But basically one up to 1K on it's a Mastercard. It makes no difference as long as it works. So that's virtual, and also you could anonymize that too, right? As it originally
yes,
planned, right?
Correct.
yes,
Is that right? Okay,
yep,
cool.
you got it.
So it's just not reloadable and up to 1K. It's just a different limit and not reloadable. That's fine. And then
Yep,
and that could work anywhere. Like if I
yep,
travel and I tap somewhere and I'm, not in US or not North America, it's okay
exactly.
too.
Yes,
And the
Okay.
Visa doesn't,
And
Nito. The Visa doesn't. It's only U.S. and Canada.
right. Okay.
And
Gotcha. Cool.
the
Cool.
majority of our customers are in America, but we're not thinking just America. We're thinking global. So if somebody makes a mistake and they're in France and they load up the Visa that has up to 10K, it's not reloadable, but you can do a big load up to $10,000. And now that gentleman or that woman who purchased that card is having a brick, a virtual brick that they can't use, then we're going to have a big customer support problem here.
Of
So
course, that's natural. Yeah.
education,
That's the
there
executive decision is valid. Is
always
valid.
were somebody who didn't pay attention. They were watching Netflix. They had the popcorn and fell on the floor. They came back and they're just, oh, click the button, 10K. Could you imagine the rage and the kind of toxicity and anger that they're going to come and bombard our admins, our community? Even here, we're here every day. We're happy to be here every day answering questions, and just have someone brutally interrupt because they're realizing their card doesn't work, that they didn't make a mistake, and telling people, well, did you read the fine print? That's not good enough. I mean, we're talking serious money here. And I can understand the emotions. It's not worth it.
Okay.
Let's work with
Yeah.
a
That's
product
fine.
good for everybody. Go ahead.
So is it also, Brett, for 6 months balance usage? It expires in 6 months, or is it different timing?
that's 6 months. Yes, you're right.
Okay, and if a merchant, if you need a refund, it'll just go back to the card, right? Balance?
Correct.
Yes, yep,
It'll go back. Yeah.
And you could have multiple cards?
Oh, you can have as many cards as you want. So if you want to load 50,000, just get 50 cards, instead of, five $10,000 cards. So there is no limit per person. You could use anonymous, and they're two great products, but they're two different providers in the way that we have it. And we actually like much more the system for the MasterCard instead of the Visa one. The interface, just all the abilities. One of the cool things of the MasterCard, it already comes with over 86 merchants that you get a 5% cash back, like Crate and Barrel, Adidas. There's a lot of stores, a lot of places that you can get those discounts. That's already included into the program. We love that about it. And we're just trying to really avoid any confusion because there are three layers. The US
Hold on.
based. Go ahead.
Wait, pardon me, Captain. So when we use a tap and pay in certain merchants we would get a 5% discount, like if they're the one
Correct.
participating merchant.
Yes, I haven't tried it yet. I'll be very transparent. We're gonna have to get somebody. Which, by the way, we're gonna be picking out a couple of people during this week. They're going to be obviously from the Legacy NFT DAO. If anybody in the Legacy NFT DAO, let's maybe try like 4 or 5 people. We're going to let them use the product very shortly so they can have their experience, and we can get some feedback too. We're most likely going to be able to do that before even owls come back. Like I said, we had the system completely set up and ready to go, just making the final plugins with the bank. However, there was a couple of details that needed to be sorted out. Those have been sorted out. And then we had the issue of separating the flows to the Visa, which has its benefits and perks. And we had the other side, which was the MasterCard, which has its global benefits and perks. So we're going to be putting that out there. If anybody from Legacy NFT would like to volunteer and give it a shot, send me a DM. Send me a DM, and we'll see if we can get you set up, and we'll see if we can guide you through the process. Maybe we'll get those 5 people. I'll purchase a card. We'll set up a private group and just kind of give you a glimpse so that they're able to follow through and do it on their own, which is pretty bullish.
Okay, and then Brett, you just need the phone number in order to send the activation code to it, right?
No, you do not. That's another cool feature about it. You could use our number, you could use your number, or you could even use an anonymous number that practically doesn't even exist. That's how cool this stuff is. You do not need a support for a one-time password, which is huge, huge. Yeah.
So you're supporting this, then it's customer support is through Ark then for any matters, right? Not the back of the phone.
No, that's another great part. Through the third-party provider, they're doing the tech support. There's a 1-800 number that you can even reach them. So that's another great feature that we like about this product, that the tech support, if there's an issue with the crypto transaction, it's us. But if there's any issue with the card, hey, my card's not loading, I'm not able to log in, because another great feature is that you'll have your own portal. So let's say you purchase 5 cards, you'll be able to see your 5 cards. And you'll have all of the information, all the data there. It's a very, very robust, organized system. We love the abilities that these products have. So you're going to be able to deal directly with them if you have really, really any issues. We're handling the component part, like I said, of the transaction, because we're loading them with the actual fiat, right? We're taking the crypto from the customer. We have our reserves that are put in place with the bank, and the bank is really only looking at the fiat. So the company's having that pool, and they're crediting it. And if there's any issue with the actual card, you're going to have a 1-800 number support directly to them, as it is their system.
Okay, cool. And is it any reason why it's 6 months for expiration? Like, why is it 6, not longer? Why is it holding a balance?
That's just the way they all do it. And you do have to spend it during that time. I don't know if it's a regulation when it comes to prepaid cards in America. I don't have the answer, but that's just the way that these companies do it.
Sure. And then if it's a higher ticket item, for example, I don't know what the threshold would be, but if you're buying something for a certain amount, would you have to present an ID?
No, you definitely don't have to present IDs. They're prepaid cards. It's as good as cash.
Okay, so then the benefit of the global, of course, would be the higher limit and the global usage, because
no, the global is the lower limit of 1,000. That's the MasterCard. The US and Canada is up to 10K limit, and that one actually can be mailed also to your home. But we're deciding not to implement that product because of the potential situation that someone makes a mistake. An overseas customer is purchasing the card, and there is no refund. We're not going to pay someone $10,000 out of the project pool just because someone didn't read the fine print. That would be a very unprofitable solution. That wouldn't be fair to the project, to the whole business, right? It's not worth it. This is a high volume, very low percentage. We have to do a lot of volume. So imagine if there's an influx of folks that just didn't take the time to read, and now they're complaining because the product is not going to meet their needs.
Hello.
Mr. Brandon, the Rainmaker.
Sorry, I'm an hour late. I was literally just on a call for Fitly Health.
Let's go. Come on,
How's
right
it
in.
going?
Fantastic.
I see a lovely NFT on the screen.
Oh, yeah. The big printers here at the Ark doing fantastic. They're doing great, my friend. Howard, did you catch the data? Hey, you man.
How are you?
Great. Fantastic.
Okay. I have a little comment about the mistake a lady made when there's a blue one. If you don't mind. Or am I interrupting Brendan's talk?
I don't think so. He didn't really start saying.
I don't have a talk. I was just saying hi.
Oh yeah. So
I just jumped on the podcast and said hi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm just imagining when there's people mistaking with the Visa card, because there's one instance when there's a blue one, everybody was jumping into buying Shiba and altcoins and Bitcoins. You remember that the one of my wife's friend, she heard that the Shiba is jumping, and then she wants to buy that kind of stuff. So I taught her every weekend about loading, how to buy, how to send, things like that. So she was sending like a Stellar Lumen to another place, but there's some place that you need to put some, what is it called, memo area, and then she forgot, and then she sent it, and then the money was disappeared. So it was $40 worth of it. So she quitted it, and she didn't go buy or try to get into more. But it was a kind of peak season. So at the time, my son got like about 200 worth of Shiba at the time. And then it ended up jumping 100 times. So he was able to buy his own car with that. And then she was watching. Wow, what if I bought it instead of giving it up? Anyway, yeah, just $40 worth of Stellar Lumen vanished because she forgot to put some memo area, and then she was blaming there's all crypto and that's my fault and things like that. She never got into. Just $40. So what if it is 10K? That's a lot.
They would FUD us from here to Pluto, right?
Right.
People get emotional. I mean, it's money. They work hard for it, and again, hey, did you read the fine print? You had to click. I'm a U.S. resident. I'm a U.S. Canadian, citizen. I'm going to use the card here. I mean, obtrusive to everybody else, but some people, they will make the mistake. They will. Great example, language barrier. Hey, I don't understand English very well. I see that it's an anonymous card, so it should work. But wait. I got confused because I read the paper and all the info for the global card. It says it works everywhere in the world, in France, in South Korea, over in China. And I put my money, and now you're telling me it doesn't work. This is a scam. That's a scam. You guys are horrible. And what do you say to somebody like that? You made a mistake. They don't want to hear they made a mistake. They want their money. They don't care. They just want their $40 or their $400 or their $4,000. So I'm glad you get it. I'm really glad you get it. And it is a fantastic product, but it's not worth the drama. If somebody really needs 10,000 on a card, buy 10 cards. They're $10 a piece. What's the issue? Go and buy 10. Put your 5K. You want 10,000? Buy 10. Instead of creating a bottleneck, because somebody, you can write it down. Somebody will make a mistake, and they will be a total, complete party pooper, tyrant, and in some cases they might even start making threats. I'm going to call the FBI. I'm going to call the police. I mean, we've seen this stuff happen in crypto time and time again. I mean, do you think there's a reason why I don't like putting my identity out there? There's many reasons, and primarily there's so many crazy people in this space that whatever thing happens, they want to call you a scammer and they want to threaten your life and your existence, especially when they're wrong, especially when they're in their emotions. They don't take the time. They don't read the white paper. I mean, why were we so careful? Why do we do podcasts every day? If you put your money into the vault, you can't take it out. There is no panic button. And I didn't want a Telegram filled with newbie investors. There's no PooCoin ads. We're not even listed on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. Why is that? Because we don't want people coming in here thinking they're buying an S coin and they're going to get 100x, and then when they try to sell it, they can't. Or they got past that and they understand that they can't get it back, but now they're trying to sell 500 ARK and there's a 200 ARK limit. So they show up here, they start pointing fingers, they start accusing you, they create a very ugly environment, and we said, no, we don't want that. We want organic growth. We want everyone who comes here to learn, to ask questions, to understand there's no refunds from the vault. You have to earn your tokens ARK. And now we are facing a mass market product for everyone, regardless of their language, regardless of their experience in crypto. They might have started yesterday. They got lucky when they bought something out there and they want to cash out. They're going to bring their money here. And if they make a simple mistake, it could create a really, really bad situation for us. So I think we're pretty much all in agreement. Thank you, Yuta, man. You understand. Let's get this crypto.
Let's spend crypto.
So you know, not to dumb it down, but yeah, you want to make things simple. You want everything to work for everybody. We have that product. It is very simple. It works for everybody. We have another product that's more complex and it has a lot of extra features and a higher balance. And then we got the anonymous part, and that could just create a lot of confusion. Keep it simple, stupid, and focus on what we have. I mean, it's a higher balance.
Okay. So when you load it and coming from when you fund it, rather, the card that you want to create, will there be any connection from the receiving side to the source? Meaning, like the phone would be any way to connect that. In other words, bluntly put, you have mixer inside that goes into whatever you use to receive the asset and then convert it into fiat?
Well, you're not doing any of that. We're doing everything on the back end. When you pay for your card, you're going to be receiving a code and you're going to be receiving a link where to redeem your card. Because we're jumping into the traditional world, right, of debit, credit, and prepaid cards. In this example, primarily, you're going to get a prepaid debit card. So in our D app, you'll make the payment with crypto. Now you're going to go to the third party website. It's going to say redeem your code. Put in your secret code. So you put that in, you click, and it's going to provide you an interface where you'll be able to put your name, address, phone number, email, and we want to definitely let everybody know, put an email that you can have access to, because that'll be your only way to really get back into the interface. If you lose the card number, that's the only way you'll be able to get it. Now you can make a dummy email. You can make something that's not attached to your let's say your personal life, your Gmail, your Netflix account, your banking. That is really up to everyone to handle their op security, how they want to do it. I think most people, they just want to use a product. Probably 98% of our customers are just regular people who want to spend their crypto. They're not being able to use Binance to cash out or go and spend. So they'll be using a product to go and spend it, tap and pay. So once you put in that redeem code, you put in all your information, that's going to be loaded onto the card. So if you want to make online purchases, make sure that you put the correct information. Very, very important, so that you'll be able to make the purchases, in particular the city, state, zip code, and of course the credit card information has to be matching when you're making online purchases. If you're not wanting to use it at all for online purchases, you just want to add it to your mobile device wallet, Apple Pay, Samsung, or Android, the information's really not that important. You'll be able to just load that, and like magic, it'll actually just load the card.
Okay, so these are good points. So depending on how you want to use it, so if you want to do online, you would need to make sure your billing contact is going to be matched, like with the address verification, ABS or whatever, right? City, state. So that's not, you can't change that once you define that once you create the card, correct?
Yes, and you cannot change that. So it'd be very important. And another feature, but see, the more features, the more complicated it is. But I know you're very advanced. So you could even use an address that is not your physical address to add to that. If you don't want to make online purchases that, for example, Amazon sends it to your home. So you could, if you just want to pay for services online and not have anything shipped, you could put, 1100 Broadway, New York, 10020. And your card, as long as when you're going to run it, will pass for online purchases. Now, if you want to deliver to your home and you don't live at 1100 Broadway, it's going to get denied or it'll get approved and then it'll go to that address in New York.
But may I suggest that it's maybe relevant because you could define a shipping address in Amazon or any others, because that oftentimes the merchant lets you define a separate shipping address. So as long as the billing is cleared with ABS, it could be anywhere fictitiously or in actuality, the true information, right?
Correct, but that is play at your own risk. Not all the time do they allow that. That's one of the first things that they do when they're doing their due diligence through different merchants. If the address for shipping and the credit card billing address are separate, there's a lot of online merchants that will deny you. Keep that in mind. Play at your own risk. It is not always a cookie cutter, always works. These merchants have their own way. Remember, there's a lot of credit card fraud. Once they ship those items, it's gone. So again, these are things that get the $50 card. That's the cheapest one. Load that up, test it. Not everything's going to be the same at every merchant. So depending on what you want to do with it. Some folks are going to use these on burner devices, but I think the majority are just going to be regular Joe and Janes in the world that are just going to use all that information. And we will have an anonymous option where we'll give you correct addresses, in different parts of the world where we're actually analyzing that. I mentioned that the provider doesn't have India as a country. And in our random generator, we have India as one of the random generators. So these are the little things that we have to fine tune, NATO, to make sure that we're able to reach a goal here, which is very clear. Anyone who shows up is going to get a card and it's going to work for them. And we're not going to have too many issues. That's our hope. Now, from here to there, there's going to be a lot of learning. There's going to be a lot of optimization. That's why the feedback is going to be very important, because people want to use them for different things.
Can I jump in?
Yes,
go ahead.
Yeah, I think this is going to be helpful. Okay, so I can see how if the shipping address is drastically different from the billing address, like different country or something, then it would flag the merchant, especially when they do ABS. So, but nonetheless, if you're in US and you could just use any billing effective billing address, not real, for example. And then have it like in US based, you think that would pose an issue? Like it would generally be okay, right? Could you define another shipping address?
And that's one of the decisions I'm thinking of making of when we give people the anonymous, option, instead of doing a random for so many different countries and names, just having one address that we know, because it does have to be a real address. A lot of these systems, the zip code, everything has to match. So we would maybe even provide one address, right? With, one name, John Doe. And now we know we've got something that it'll work for everyone.
Yes, that would be great. That would be much preferred to know that it's already working, and therefore when people, this Jane Doe, whatever, John Doe will be very active because he'll be on everybody's account, right? But
yeah,
nonetheless, it would work. So that would be good.
Right. But even then it gets better. Sunday, we did a test. We purchased a card here testing, and we added it to a person's wallet on their Android device who has a UK license, a UK address, right? So this person in their Google Wallet has a UK address. We added a card to their wallet that has a completely different address. He went, tapped and pay, it worked perfectly. So it even has that, but that's tap and pay. Now, if we went into the online purchasing, that's where we would have the most likely issue. They would have to insert into Amazon the correct address. So okay. These are the things with the flow that we're figuring out, because we want to give as much possibility and anonymous, but we also need to understand that we're dealing with a mass market where 98% of those people, they just want to use the card and they're not trying to be too careful. But Nato, let's give was it Fergie? Let's give Fergie a chance for a question, sir.
Awesome, great questions. My question is about the loading of the card atlas. If you have I'm thinking about, can you load Ark directly onto it, or do you have to swap Ark out? Because if you have a 200 limit sale day, but you could load, say, 1,000 Ark onto your card, is there something to negate that, or could that happen? Because it would create sort of like sell pressure if you could just load 1,000 straight on, or do you have to swap it out just 200 a day?
The way we have it currently built, you can use any Binance token. And what we do is we convert it to actually USDT to load up with the merchant.
So then what I'm saying is the Ark is protected, so you can never actually go and load up 1,000 Ark if you had it in your wallet straight into the card, because do that. Yeah.
You could have 1,000 Ark in your wallet. That belongs to you. You have a limit per day.
Yeah.
Right? But if you have 1,000, you just have to split that up into let's say 5 days.
Yes, you can actually send. But if you accumulated them, and I wanted to load that card, what's to stop me saying, right, I'm going to load 1,000 on here right away? Because that would just really, you have to sell it. Obviously, you have to sell the Ark to get the fiat currency to load the card. So I'm just thinking about what would stop that creating sell pressure, because it has to be sold to buy the fiat, does it now?
Correct, but you could sell any other token, and I think, yeah, good question. But you have to understand the majority of the people, we have 5,464 Ark Vault users. We're not just using. Our customers are not just Ark users. On the we're looking at
I think
thousands of users. Yeah.
If I could try a stab at it, at Fergie's question. So if you had 1,000 Ark sitting in your wallet and you wanted to load that 1,000 Ark onto your virtual card, you'd have to do it 200 at a time per day. You couldn't do it all 1,000 at once, because you're right. I mean, you're not allowed to sell more than 200 Ark tokens a day.
Right. So convert that to BUSD and then stack that up in your wallet. And the next day, convert another 200 Ark into BUSD. And then when you have it 1,000, if you want to go for the max card of 1,000, the max load, then you would load your BUSD.
Yeah, so you got to swap your ARK out for BSD. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for answering that.
Yeah, good question. Good question. Thank you, Brandon.
I got a question for you.
Yes, Rooster.
Hey, how are you going to market this? I mean, I didn't know if you said in the past, but if you had, I hadn't heard. I mean, to get it out to the mass public, seeing how it is going to be a public product and not just an in-house art product just for us. Is there a plan out there for that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're even looking at getting some billboards and showing these products. So this is pushing,
I didn't know if you were doing like an online deal or
everything. Everything.
Okay.
You know, awesome. we're trying to see if we can find a list of all Binance US customers and email them. Hey, by the way, we have a friend in Miami that does work at Binance. I don't know if he'll give it to us.
And if I understand it correctly, this is the first of several businesses that ArkFi is standing up. And so the fees generated from this off ramp, those are going to be 1/3 to the treasury, 1/3 to the ILC, and 1/3 to the NFT pool. Is that correct?
Correct.
Let's go.
That's why we need to have a good service. I don't know if you guys have ever been to this website called Trustpilot. Anybody here heard of Trustpilot? Put your hand up.
Yes, I've heard of that.
Yeah, heard of it.
I whenever I'm going to use a service, I do it for my online. For example, my wife, whenever she wants to go get some food, she always reads reviews of restaurants before we even go decide where to go somewhere, right? Well, for online stuff, I look at Trustpilot. When we're looking at a wallet, or we're looking at some sort of banking or whatever it might be, it's a really good place. That's also a good place to that we're going to focus our community and leverage it and say, hey, go to Trustpilot as part of Sweep Widget and leave a review for these products. It's a different game. It's a whole different type of marketing that you have to do, and with that comes the exposure. If we're having people coming in here upset because the card didn't work, and with any product you're going to have issues. We had a card like 3 days ago that we tried, and then when we redeemed it, it showed the card number. We even saved it, but it didn't actually save the correct image. So we're having to contact the provider and say, hey, look, we had an issue there. There's going to be, guys, some tech issues. Everything will eventually have an issue. The website of theirs can go down. We're integrated with a third party for this. So we're already going to have to deal with just regular tech support. That's where we're going to have to hire more people here. But we want to be careful not to launch a product that's going to become a huge mess where folks are just going to make mistakes and hear, oh, there's no refunds. Because just on a Trustpilot, hey, I bought a $5,000 card and it turns out that it's useless, they won't give me my money back. Of course, they're not going to say, I didn't read the instructions, I should have gotten the global card because I live overseas, or hey, I'm traveling, I'm in the US and now the card doesn't work outside. I clicked the boxes. Yes, I'm a resident, US and Canada. Yes, I'm going to use it here, but now I traveled, I didn't really understand it, I forgot about it. And now you've got people hating on a fantastic product. So anyway, that was kind of the thing. I didn't want to go too far into this because we are eating up the clock, and we do have Bizy Dips here. But I think it's important that we go over it as we've made a very important decision. We're very excited about bringing both products online. We've built everything up for both products, but we're understanding here that there could easily be a confusion and people ending up with the wrong end of the stick because he didn't take the time to really ask all the questions and understand it. Anyone else?
Actually, I do have another one. So where do I get the air card and all these different cards? Where am I going to find this, or where do I tell somebody about it to kind of help get the word spread?
Well, they're going to come. They're going to come right to ArkFi. They're going to come to our virtual and physical card portal, and they'll be able to decide: do they want the physical card? That's the KYC, very like KYC, or do they want the virtual card? And then they'll be able to choose, do all the transactions
Do
there.
the app?
Yes, yeah, you're going to be seeing that. It's not for the public yet. We're doing some testing with some of the folks here. But we've got to the point that so far we're very happy with the way it's working. And instead of releasing the two products, we want to just go with one to avoid confusion.
Gotcha. Okay.
You'll hear all about it.
All right.
We'll get all the data. Yeah. Great question, brother.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we're here, guys, to give you the up-to-the-date alpha of the information. What are we doing? What are we working on? What are the decisions? And also giving everyone here the opportunity to give us feedback and agree or disagree with the decisions that we're making. Your investors, most of you are legacy NFT holders. You are definitely going to be getting a lot of revenue from these products. And I'm sure that you have the same intention that we do, which is to have a robust product that is going to really fit everyone, as many people as possible, instead of having too many options. I've always found when you give people too many options, they get confused, and it even all the processing can even make them walk away and say, you know what, I'm going to come back to it later. I don't know, Brandon, have you ever had that experience? When you go to the Krispy Kreme and they have like 50 different types of donuts, you don't know which one you fucking want.
Get overwhelmed by the choices. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Overwhelming. Yeah. Too many choices. Keep it simple, stupid, right? The KISS philosophy.
It's very true. And you know, we already have the physical ones, you know, then we have the virtual ones. Oh, but wait, there's the Visa that's virtual, but you can also get it shipped to your house, and that's a physical card.
So what's the first one then? What's the initial offering here? Which one are we going with first?
We're going to go with the global MasterCard that you can load one time, not refillable, up to $1,000. And
is that the one that you can plug into your Google Wallet?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can put real information into it if you want to purchase online and you want the transaction to go through, or you could put pretty much fake information. You know, we'll provide you an address that we know works and everything like that, and even phone number. You don't even have to receive a one-time password from the bank to load it onto your Google Wallet. It's absolutely amazing. It comes with tech support, 1-800 number, a dashboard where you can even have a login, manage all of your accounts. You're going to able to see your balance on each card as well as all your transactions.
Oh, that's dope.
But that's not all. You know, the support is happening right there, and 86 different merchants where you get a 5% discount.
Awesome.
Krispy Kreme is one of them. Crate and Barrel, Adidas. I mean, you're gonna see it. I mean, it's pretty robust. We're very happy with the product. And then there's the other one that has the higher limit. That one they could ship right to your home for $3, this and that. But it's just too much to take it.
But the $1,000 one, you can just keep doing that time after time. Yeah.
Correct.
That's so cool.
It's that simple. Each card costs you $10. 4% loading fee. It's a burner. You throw it away. You want to shop online? Great. You want to just go and fill up some gas? You want to go over to Puerto Rico and spend crypto over there? It'll work everywhere.
Is part of the $10 fee, the revenue that gets split three ways?
Yes, $4 of that fee comes right
yeah.
back. $4. So we want to sell these, very, very, very aggressively. And I don't know, but I personally wouldn't want to put into a prepaid card with no refunds 5, 10K. I just, it's a little scary to me. If you want to do that, go for the actual Terra card, where it's you have your KYC, you have control. It's an offshore bank, 150 or 175K. We have to go look at the paperwork again. I mean, use that product. That one you can go and use at the ATM and cash out. So, yeah, too much is it could be a bit overwhelming and daunting for most folks. And we do not want a Karen coming in here. Oh my God, my card! I'm in freaking Portugal, and this thing's not working here. Miss Karen, did you read the fine print? That product is for U.S. Canada only. Well, I was kind of busy. I want my refund. Oh boy. I don't know if you've ever dealt with a Karen.
That's a good Karen voice there, dude. We're learning another one of your many talents.
No Karens, please. No Karens. Just come right in.
It's funny the way that's described. It's $10 per card, right? And this is the virtual card, so this isn't the Terra card. This is the
Correct.
Air card. Yeah.
Correct.
And so now all of us as a community, we're going to try to go out and sell these things, right? So it's almost like, how you'll have like a school fundraiser or your sports team, your kid's sports team fundraiser where everybody goes out and tries to sell, raffle tickets or chocolate bars or whatever. It's kind of like that. So it's fun because it's like, this is another way that the community can rally, together and work together to shill a bunch of these air cards, and we'll all benefit because of the direct revenue that's pumping into the ILC and pumping into the NFT. That's so cool.
Okay, so pardon me. Just earlier.
Hold on a second, Nato.
What?
He's tapping right into it. How about instead of giving, ARK or Drip away for your stream, you say, we're going to give away today a $50 ARK virtual card. Whoever writes in virtual card or air card on the stream, we're going to pick one right here live. And dude, whoever wins, you've already purchased the card, right? So all you got to do is give them, like I could literally give you a card right now that you could load. And if you want to load it, we can load it.
But can you send that to somebody without already knowing the information?
Yes.
Like,
look, I can send you a card right now. Like literally right.
That's preloaded.
Now. Yes, it's got $50 on it. You want to do
it?
Okay,
yes, please. Yes, please.
I'm not going to show everybody the number. Okay, hold on a second. And as long as you're not going to make online purchases, this will work when you go to the gas station or go buy something.
Oh, so it's not. So this one is not for the online purchasing. This is for essentially for tap to pay.
Well, you could, but I don't want to give you all the information that we loaded for that. I just
want
you to have experience to show you how the anonymous part works. But do you have your Android or iPhone or whatever on you?
Yes, I'm on my phone right now. Yep.
Okay, here we go, Mr. Brandon. Okay, I want you to see how easy this is. 1 second, let me find Mr. Brandon.
You're going to send it to me on Telegram?
Yes, sir. There you go.
Well, lucky me.
And you don't. Here, I'm gonna even take the name out of it. You don't have to even add any of this. So you got the card, you got the expiration date, 2023, and you've got the CVC number.
This will load. The little 3-digit code, secret code thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, well that's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, okay. So there's the what is that, 16-digit MasterCard number.
Yeah. Add that to your wallet.
That's so cool.
Let's go, the FOMO. And I could check the balance.
So, but for me to give one of these away on my stream, which by the way, I love that idea. So if I give that away, I already know all the information for that MasterCard. I know the 16-digit number, I know the expiration, and I know the CCV or the secret code.
Yeah.
So like the winner of the giveaway will have to trust me not to be like, oh, here's this card, and oops, I already spent it.
Yeah,
obviously, I wouldn't do that.
Away the card and go and spend it. That's right.
It'll be a race to the gas station.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I think that's actually how we're going to do it when we go to these AMAs. Like we're going to do like a $100 card giveaway, and we'll do it probably live. So everybody on there is going to get to go see it, and whoever spends it first gets it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's it. That's in the plan.
So one person will get their transaction going through. Everybody else will be like, transaction denied.
Right. So now we create this like FOMO, right? For the for the card.
ArkFi is not responsible for any accidents you may encounter on your way to the gas station.
Right. So did you load it?
Not yet. Let me see. I know I have Google Pay. So that's where I would load it, is into my Google Pay.
Yeah. The wallet. It's called Google Wallet.
Google
You say
Wallet.
add a new card.
So why don't we take, I'll work on that, and then why don't we take, because Neto had a question, I believe.
Okay, because it literally takes 10 seconds. That's why.
Well, I'll interject. I'll interject as soon as I get it loaded up.
Okay,
How
go
about
ahead,
that?
Neto. Cool.
Oh no, this is great entertainment, but it could help if it's possible. So firstly, and these are quick, okay? The you touched on it, but firstly, there is no need to anything that goes into funding the card in the dashboard from our side will automatically be mixed and tumbled on your side, meaning there will be no connection between Ark and the receiver from that point forward. Correct?
The third party doesn't even see crypto. They have it's nothing to do with them. They just want cash, and we're giving them the cash.
Good.
It's that simple.
Now, is it possible to add or a memo, or is there a memo on when you create it to know what it's for? When you at the point of creation?
No.
Could you add a memo?
For what? I'm not sure if I understand.
A lot of people might be doing this way. This is impossible. There's a gift limit that's tax-free up to, I think, 17K. And most people maybe not use that much in a period of time. So if they said that Ark gifted them, then it's from a single party. Then that would be a gift and they wouldn't have any issue.
But I don't understand how you would, from crypto. How would you do that from crypto?
You're loading a card and you're providing a loadable card which has buying power, right? Has asset value, right?
You're paying with crypto. That's the only thing that
we're but you just said that it doesn't know where it's coming from. It come from you. It come from Ark as a gift.
No, it's coming from a corporation to another corporation that's loading it. No, that would be a complete nightmare. No.
Let me ask you this way. No, chill. Let me ask this way. Can you mind, or okay, can we say that ARK gifted this up to the limit, say 17K,
No,
which is
we're
20?
not doing that. We're not going to bring ARK into that. How we do our back end is going to be completely private, and we have.
Oh no. You don't you don't participate in anything. I'm just saying people. Okay, maybe it's a comment, more of a comment then. Other people can say that ARK, that was a gift because you're aware, you left US, but you're aware, of course, that an individual party can give a gift of up to a certain amount that increases every year. I think it's now 17K.
I'm telling you, I don't want to get involved in that. We're part of no. Do you not understand? It's as simple as you going to a Walgreens and paying with cash for a prepaid debit card. That's what we're eliminating here. We're letting you load it with a crypto. Anyone else that has their tax things, everybody can figure that part out on their own. That's not our responsibility. We do not get involved in that. Does that make sense?
I heard what you said.
Yeah. We're not going there. Sorry. We're keeping that simple. And how are we doing there, Mr. Brandon? Because you're making it seem longer than it takes.
So full disclosure, I recently, for Father's Day, got a Samsung Galaxy Watch to replace my planned obsolescence Fitbit. Those Fitbits, they die after 1 year like freaking clockwork. It's happened to me like 4 or 5 times. Anyway, so I'm upgrading my app for the Samsung Galaxy Watch, and I also have to install the Samsung Pay plugin. So apologies. I'll
You're driving Miss Daisy over there. You're driving Miss Daisy. By the way, folks, if you look at the main chat, go ahead, folks, if you're here live, look at the main chat. I just posted the cool interface that you're going to be getting when you redeem that code after paying with crypto. And you can even create an account under whichever email you want, and you can see all your cards. You can see here that the card on the left with the $50 value, that's the one that I gave to our good friend here, Mr. Brandon. The one on the right, that has already been spent. And I even have a transaction history for the one that was penned. I can even put a pin. I can even show these transactions, but let's see here. Yeah, I'd rather kind of keep that. Let's see here. And you could even print out a PDF. Maybe you like that for your taxes, Mr. Nito. You could print the transactions for a PDF. Or do a search by the last 30 days. You can do a search by the last 60 days or a custom range. I mean, this is really, really nice, powerful stuff. See, could I...
to try to frame it better for you, but I might clarify later about what I said before, because it does no bearing on ARK, but you didn't feel comfortable with what I said.
Yeah, it's not what we're here to do. We're here to provide a product, a fast, efficient product. Let me see if I can sanitize this picture where you can see the transaction details. I want to give you guys a glimpse of how robust this system is. We're very happy with it. Let me, can I sanitize this? Yes, I can. One quick moment, folks. Let's go like that. It's going to take a little bit of time to do it right here on the... There we go. Anyone else? Questions, comments?
Yeah, I got one there, Atlas. looking
ahead,
at
sir.
that, looks like so each person that's going to be collecting these cards or purchasing them are going to be able to log in with an anonymous profile or whatever, and then have all the individual cards and the histories of all the cards for themselves, as long as they keep that profile, basically.
Yes, and you don't have to use this feature. You can just keep every card separate and just enter with the credit card phone number. It's just a nice way to have a dashboard where you could have all of them. You don't even have to use this account. Just get the card, go and use it, spend it. On your phone, it'll show you the transaction history. Once the cards run its limit, it's not working anymore, you just delete it from your phone. But this is an extra layer if you want to organize. Like I've got a bunch of cards that we did for testing that are not even on that dashboard.
That's
Pretty
cool.
good, right? Here we go. Yeah, I think I can show this one. Excuse my artwork. I'm not much of a of a digital artist. Oh, there's a proxy card number here. Probably need to erase that too. Give me a quick second. And you'll see you'll be able to print it. You'll be able to do a PDF. We're very happy with. You can even dispute transactions. I mean, this stuff is pretty powerful. And okay, let me just go ahead and load it. I don't think there's anything here. Okay, I'll show it to you guys. There you go. I've put it into the main chat how it shows the transactions as well. You'll be able to see that on your phone. For some reason on the phone, it won't show the balance on the card. You'll need to, again, you don't have to log in or create a profile. Just by entering your credit card information, you'll be able to access this data without having an account. It'll also send you a one-time password every time you want to, if you do want to go the account route and have the cards there fully displayed. Even though you have your password, they will send you a one-time password to your email just to make sure that it's you accessing this, which is another feature that I love for security. Pretty awesome.
Hey, Atlas, I have a quick question just to get my head around it.
Yes, sir.
So you have to have an ARK account to get the card, correct?
No. Oh, no. Anyone can buy this card, can come to Ark and choose their virtual card. This is a business. This is to support the ILC, this revenue. This is to support the legacy NFT holders. We want every Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, Joe, and James at the water cooler to use this product. All of those folks that are being abandoned in the UK, over in the Netherlands, over in America from Binance that are not going to be able to offload their crypto. They need to be here loading on those cards so that money comes right into your pocket. Let's get this crypto.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. So the other question is, if I have, say, a MetaMask wallet or whatever wallet I have, and I have 10,000 BUSD sitting there, I could potentially create 10 cards with $1,000 in each. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. But take into account that there's the $10 fee per each card, so you won't get a full 10 cards for 10K. You're gonna need a little bit more.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, for all the money that you get out of crypto, I guess, and if you just want to put it in a card and do what you want and have nobody looking at what you're doing, this just sounds amazing. Way better than anything else so far.
And exactly when you need it. Hey, I want to spend $300 today. I need to go shopping. I need to go do something. Just load that. Or load the full 1,000. Then you have the remaining 700 sitting there. On this image, you see foreign transaction fees. These are 12 cents.
I got it loaded.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now, how can I see the balance on that?
You can't see the balance. That's the one thing I don't
Okay.
like about it. You can see the balance once you go through the system and like that portal that I'm showing you here. I don't know if you looked at the main chat, but it'll show you your transaction. So, hey, it's got a $50. So if you spend, $49, like the one we did here, it's got 49 cents left. So I could find something for 49 cents. Is there anything that's 49 cents nowadays? Not even a popsicle?
No.
Not even M&Ms.
So you want to use it strategically, like so you get every last penny worth. But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So you're good to go. Go buy some gas. I mean, do something from Tap and Pay. Have you ever used Tap and Pay on your phone? Do you know how the process works?
Not on my phone. I've used it with my actual credit card. Several of my credit cards are Tap and Pay built into it. But
what you do is when you open up the wallet, you're going to scroll through because most likely you'll have your own real bank card as your default card. So you open up the app, then you're going to scroll through to your virtual prepaid MasterCard. It'll show it there. And then you bring the phone to the NFC, at the merchant, and it'll go through.
Yeah. Okay. I see the button. So it shows me this like silver. It says reward debit and has the MasterCard symbol and it has the last 4 digits of the 16-digit account number, and then there's like a little button right there with the tap to pay symbol. So I'll go fucking. Excuse me. I'll go freaking buy some.
PF pump. Finally, he's so excited. PF pump.
I'll go buy some. I actually need to go to the store. I need to go to Publix and get me some groceries. So I'll go use it right now, man.
Let's go. Give us the feedback. Give us the absolute feedback. It's good. It's ready to go. And just
That's
imagine.
a good time to do the short. Brandon, do the short. Do the short with the phone.
Let him take it first time. Let him try. Later, he could get better at it. But this is how much fun we're gonna have here, guys. Having from Shiba, Rocket, whatever. Hey, I'm here. I want to load my card. Hey, buddy, step right in. And by the way, do you know that if you have $1, you can earn 2% a day? Get into the ArkFi, learn about the legacy NFTs because all that money you're spending is coming here.
Now, is the UI for this already deployed, or is that going to be in the coming days when Alex comes back?
It's deployed. I can run you through it. I'm going to pick 5 people who DM me or ping me over in probably better ping me over in the legacy NFT, and we're going to give a couple people a chance to load up their own cards. I want to walk them through the process so you can understand how kind of everything works. You can get some feedback.
And the UI, so it's deployed, and I'm guessing that means it's also fully connected. So it has the revenue split, the 3-way revenue split already in place, right?
The revenue split part we haven't because we're just in testing mode. We have not.
Okay.
And what we'll probably do there is just let it build up because we have a separate safe that's just the money coming in and out. So the way that works, the funding, let's say we put 50, 60K. As soon as that 50, 60K that we loaded over there, every time we sell it, we replenish. So then every day we have to send more money over to the bank. So we'll be able, and I'm going to make some pretty cool
So somebody loads $1,000, they're sending the $1,000 to ArkFi, and then ArkFi is sending the $1,000 from that pool to this MasterCard company.
Well, no. First, ArkFi is loading 50, 60K over at the bank, and then every time you come and pay for a $1,000 card, we're getting the money back. So
Gotcha.
It starts to go lower. Hence, guys, the legacy NFT external investment fund. We're putting the capital to work. Finally.
Hell yeah.
Get it?
Woo.
Yeah.
Streaming tomorrow.
We're going to be having 100,000, 200, 300,000 that we're going to have to be daily refilling over and over. We're going to see what our profit margins are there, and then we'll start injecting that to legacy.
Because if somebody loads $1,000, they actually have to send over $1,010 worth of crypto.
Correct. Plus the 4% load fee, but we have to pay the bank from that, and we have to pay the $6 fee to them. We only keep 4. So I'm having an Excel that's going to give me the accounting of everything that's coming in, so that I know how much is actual profit.
Oh, so it's gonna. So if somebody wants to load $1,000, they're actually going to be spending $1,050, right? Because it's the 4% plus the $10 like just fixed cost. Yeah.
Yeah. That's correct.
Oh man, and that's so that every time somebody does that comes into the
yeah, but
budget
it won't be automatically. We'll manually go ahead and then split that the 3 ways to.
Okay, yeah. So the three-way split will just be done with a manual transaction.
Correct. It'll be from the safe, and then we'll load it up and we'll post it. So imagine for a second here how fun it's going to be. We're giving away a free air card today, and then the Friday stream, you're getting $100 card. Right? So people are going to be lining up, and you're going to get to do exactly what I just did here. I gave you free money that you can go and spend immediately. It's better than just giving you free crypto. It's giving you free crypto that you can use in the real world instantly. Let's get this crypto.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
And when we go to AMAs, we're going to give away free cards. We'll be able to even do it live and guide people through the process. So that, I mean, what a great way to educate someone, but having them sitting there like a hawk, watching what you're doing because they want to get the card before anybody else so they can go and spend it. running to buy a Slurpee at the 7-Eleven.
Oh, you mean like, so I could literally just put the account information live on my stream and like, okay, ready, set, boom, here's the info. Who's going to be able to load it and spend it first?
Yeah, you could do that once a week, and then everybody's racing. I mean, imagine the FOMO. I mean, we're going to have so much fun.
Yeah, that's dope.
And they're going to be coming in by the boatload,
Right. And there are other off-ramp solutions out there on other platforms, but I've tried to use them and haven't had any success yet. So this right here, I guess that's an on-ramp. I don't think we have any other platforms, Drip or otherwise, that are yet to offer an off-ramp like this. So we're first mover advantage on this.
Soon they're going to be able to do it, and we're going to have an affiliate program that we're going to be creating. So there's going to be a lot of money to be made here for a lot of people. So Drip could be offering these, and they would get a commission from that. And when we have ArkNet, if you hold enough ArkNet, you're going to be able to get discount savings. Instead of 4%, we might be able to lower it a bit, give you a discount, pay the influencer. And if you're going to use the DVPNs, you're going to be able to also have some savings. I mean, I don't know. I'm super excited, guys. I don't know about you, but it all just makes perfect sense. Perfect timing. And sorry we went on this whole explanation. We wanted to rush and get to the crypto badgers, but I know folks have been waiting so long, and it's one thing hearing about great things, but there's another thing when it's just showing you. And we really wanted to launch this last week. We tried our best, but we weren't able to. This stuff takes its time. It has to be perfect.
Well, dude, yeah, and you still nailed the first mover advantage. So all good.
Yeah,
this is huge. This is super huge.
Well,
man, I was late to the stream, but I'm sorry.
Listen to us in the car. You got a hall pass.
Yeah, I'm so glad I tuned in.
Everyone else is super jealous. Why did Brandon get the free car?
I know. I was almost an hour late, and then boom.
Well, you deserve it, man. You're such a great part of this community, and I know that you're going to be able to really take this to the whole nother level, man, with your community and the excitement, because you're all about stepping away from the bank. So I can't think of a better person to really have that first access to this product and be able to disseminate, convey it, again, the way we like to do things here at ARK, with your own experience, with your own journey. Hey guys, I just went and went to the
I
Publix.
just bought groceries on ArkFi.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyone else? Everybody's putting their hand up. Can I get a 50 card, please, too, Mr. Atlas? Can I get one too? Soon enough, everyone will. So we'll
I just reckon well deserved. He deserves it.
He does. He does. And so does everyone else here. And you're all going to get access to it. And again, if you're interested, you want to participate in being one of the first 5 people to purchase your own air card, please do ping me over in the secret DAO. We want to give first access to just a small little group, very, very small test, answer a lot of questions. Want to do a little bit of a walkthrough. And when Alex gets back, man, we're going to fine tune this, make it look spectacular as everything that we do here. And I think it's ready to turn on, not the tap, not the, a little, droplet of water, but the floodgates, folks, the tsunami, the dam, letting the energy flow through. Go ahead, Chris.
Sorry, didn't mean to hit that then.
It's the FOMO, Chris, the FOMO of the air card.
I know.
Anyone else? All right. Yuta, man, are you excited about getting your air card soon?
I am. That'd be awesome, because it'd be a good thing to use. I use 3 crypto cards, and this one would be another one, but this one is interesting, unique. So let's see how it turns out to be.
Hello. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello. I think I've lost everybody. Hold on, folks.
Obvious you can't hear us, even though we can hear you.
I can see you talking, Atlas, but we cannot hear you, sir.
Yeah, I've lost audio here, guys.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Shall I go ahead and play the Crypto Badgers video, Atlas? Oh, he's gone again.
Why not?
Okay,
Brad?
what happened? What happened, guys? Are we done for today?
No, Atlas having some sound issues now.
Brad, might as well start on that.
So everything was finished, right? With the explanation on the cards, because that was the whole day talking about that. That was the whole meeting for an hour and a half. So is everything resolved or everything clear now on it?
far as I know, it is.
Yeah, I think we're going to do the all aboard now. If I'm not incorrect, Coach Brad, right?
Okay, and
I believe so, Brandon. Yeah, we have been running for an hour and 40 minutes, so we'll just give Atlas a minute. See if he wants to roll it over, and if not, we will go ahead and show Bizy Dips and Max Power's
Brad,
newest video.
the global is still going to be much after the air card, right?
Yes.
Okay, like it's going to be a separate release. Okay, and then what about on-ramping?
That's separate as well.
Is that going to go after global? Or
Not
before?
too sure about the order. I think
we need to move on. On ramps first, air card, Terra card, and then bill pay.
Thank you, Brett. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show today's video. It is our resident video from the Crypto Badgers. Max Power has been on holiday, hence it being on Tuesday and not on Sunday. Max and Matt, are you guys both here, or just you today, Bizy Dips?
I think it's just me. Max is still in the darkest depths of Africa at the moment, over there with the lions and elephants and giraffes. We've had quite a challenging few days with his internet, so we've had to make this week's vid fairly brief, as his internet connection was constantly dropping out on us. So we've done our very best, given fairly trying circumstances with the technology this week.
No problem.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
I'm in the phone. Something happened. I do apologize for technical difficulty there. Thank you, Coach Brad, for stepping up. It looks like it's time for the Crypto Badgers. Honey Badgers galore.
Yes, sir, indeed. Quite fitting this week as well that it's a bit... Oh, sorry. That was my dog. Give me 1 second, sorry. I have to deal with that about 100 times a day. He hears anything in the building and he howls because he is a beagle. So quite fitting that it's a shorter video today. Bizy Dips, as we have run over quite long, but some important alpha there and some great community engagement. For anyone who is new, the Crypto Badgers make a weekly ArkFi video, and they have a residency here every Sunday. But one of the dynamic duo are currently on holiday, so we're showing it today on Tuesday. I will go ahead and play this, Matt, and if you want me to stop at any point, or if you'd like to introduce the video yourself, then go ahead, and I'm ready to roll whenever you are.
All good, sir. Let's get this show on the road.
Let's do it.
Hey, how are you? Good.
A pump would be nice, but remember, there's no financial advice. Crypto Badgers.
Thanks for joining the Crypto Badgers, two degens that like to do our research. I'm Max Power, joined as always by Matt, aka Bizy Dips, here to spoon feed the alpha from the Daily Ark podcast. Slight delay in transmission, basically due to me being in the middle of Africa and struggling with connection. So, Matt, we're going to get right into it before I disconnect, but we're still finding a way, of course, to keep tabs on what's happening with Ark. And, before we do take a look at the stats for the week, what's been the sort of standout for you from what's been going on?
The system is very stable at the moment, I think it has to be said. So some of the actions that the team have taken in the past few weeks have certainly had an impact, and we've got a much more stable ecosystem as we speak.
Yes, well, speaking of stable ecosystem, the token price is at $1, which is exactly where it was last week. The ILC is down at 235K, but some of the stuff that's upcoming may help out with that. New accounts wise, 5461. Now, this is the area to me, Matt, where we need to get some pickup because we were sitting at 5441 last week. So that's probably the area that's going to have to pick up to get that ILC going. The liquidity is up 189K previously, up to 195K now. And what's been going on with the Spark rewards?
Yeah, another big week for the Spark Awards. This is for the week ending June 18. 4,644.01 ARK was given away for the week. Of course, there was an additional 10% given away as well to the syndicate leaders, who generated the highest daily referral value. So still great prizes to win, Max.
In terms of the legacy NFTs, another pretty strong week in regards to that. 528 now, was sitting at 503 the week before. We were at 416 silver, so 25 of those coming from there, which is all of them, of course. So all of them are just silver NFTs, but that's just money continuing to drip feed into that external pool. And in terms of the 1% wallets, Matt, I can tell you we're very close to dropping under 50% there for the first time. That's sitting at 50.9. Again, a few more added to the tally on that 0.5% permanently. But I suppose the lower, I reckon next week we might be seeing that come down under 50%, which of course means less strain overall on the ecosystem. But tell me what has been going on and what is the headline news from the week?
Yes, Max. We got to see a preview of the air card during the week. Users are going to be able to select from a virtual or a physical air card. If you want the physical air card sent to you, it will only cost $3, but I'm fairly sure that that service will only be available to US and Canadian customers. Atlas did give us a sneak preview of the air card in one of the podcasts during the week. So I think it was podcast 225. So if people want to go and have a look at that, they can refer to that particular podcast. There's also been an update, Max, on the limits for the air card. US and Canadian customers will now have a max limit of $10,000. I think previously that might have been 5K. Was that your recollection, 5K? I think it was 5K. But global customers will have a max limit of $1,000. So these are effectively one-time burner cards with no KYC and can be topped up at any time, and they'll carry much larger limits with them. You'll also be able to withdraw cash from ATMs using the Terra card as well. There's still a few details to be ironed out as far as I can tell, but some additional, I guess, alpha, you'd say, was dropped by Atlas during the week about the likelihood of a 5% cashback on purchases made from selected retail outlets. So do look out for that information in the coming days. Also looking forward to having a look at the landing page for these virtual cards, Max. I think we can expect that landing page to, I guess, come out pretty well as soon as Alex gets back from his holidays. So he's away just at the moment, but I think we'll see the cards go live shortly after his return. Now, Max, I believe you've got some news for us on some big changes coming to the All Aboard program.
Yes, we previously flagged some possible changes to the All Aboard segment, and we now have a new contest for content creators aimed at heavily promoting short-form videos on your TikToks, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and sort of wherever else. Each day, how this is going to work is that the community that attends the podcast will vote on the best short of the day, and that winner is going to win 50 ARK in total. So there's also going to be voting for a weekly prize of 100 and a monthly prize of 500 ARK. That's pretty sweet. Plus, the video with the most views over the course of a month will also gain a 500 ARK prize. So a good initiative there from the team. And I suppose as a bonus, every single short that a creator produces for the month will be thrown on the wheel for a chance to win one of 5 random prizes of 100 ARK each. So lots of ways to win there and plenty of incentive to make shorts and loads of ways to win those prizes. I think it's a pretty good idea, Matt. I mean, shorts seems to get a lot more views and hopefully camp that algorithm on a variety of platforms. It's certainly easy to see, certainly easy for people to make these shorts. So it'll be interesting to see if we get some new content creators giving this a try. I think this is going to commence any day now, so I would stick to the ARK Telegram for any more details regarding this. Anything else for us, Matt, from the week?
Yeah, just a bit of an update on the Fiat on-ramp. This will launch really any day now, as the team's just been, I guess, ironing out a few things with their banking partners. I suspect the DAO will actually get the first look at it and be invited to give it a test run. Obviously, the team will want things to work flawlessly before it gets released to the masses, though.
Yes, well, that all sounds very exciting, Matt. I mean, I think this is the key point for the project, isn't it? This sort of Fiat on-ramp. Once we start getting that utility coming through that we've been waiting for. And that, to me, is going to be what's going to drive a bit of upward momentum overall in the project. And we've seen so far the team deliver, so look forward to seeing it all come together. Now, of course, all of what we've spoken about here will be available in the weekly Medium article. Do make sure to check that out, which has been put together by Catalyst. Got all the stats and news in there. There's a link to that in the description. We are not going to go through the Badger wallet today, mainly due to technical limitations that I'm facing here. And we'll hopefully, when we're back on regular programming, we can start looking at where we're at regards to the Badger wallet. So on that note, just a reminder that the daily podcast does start at 4 p.m. EST every single day. So make sure that you tune in to hear what the team has to say and use it as an opportunity to ask questions if you have them. So that's a very short wrap for the week, Matt. Look forward to getting back into more normal situations in the coming weeks. But thank you to you once again for joining us.
Pleasure, Maxi, and make sure you keep chasing those lions and elephants and giraffes over there.
With Moon Sir, coming live from the crypto world, bringing you all that you need. Let's go. This is the YouTube crypto show with two guys who are kind of in the know. Crypto badges are here, so you're in the clear. No worry or fear, yeah, we're helping you steer. Shouts to the team, we can't forget Max Power and Bazzi Dips. Don't get wrecked, a pump would be nice, but remember, there's no financial advice. Crypto badges.
Great stuff, guys. Shorter than usual, but still had all the week's alpha packed into to 8.25 minutes. Fantastic. Any questions or comments, guys?
How do they manage to sound so professional from Africa?
Yeah,
sorry, I missed that.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it was very tricky. We spent a couple of hours trying to record that 8 minutes. It was really, really tough, and I think it took Max about 3 hours just to upload it. It was very challenging.
Dedication. When is Max back? Bites dips.
I think he's got a little bit more travel to do, but I think he'll be back in the next week or so.
Oh, nice.
But
okay.
but out of Africa very soon.
Well, I hope he's having a great time. Atlas, do we have you with us, sir, or are you experiencing technical difficulties at this moment?
I think we're having difficulties. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You do not hear a big echo?
It's not the greatest of sound quality that we're used to from the studio, but we can certainly hear you.
Okay, let's see if we can give this a shot to do the Spark rewards.
Would you like me to spin the wheel before we do the Spark?
Yes, please. Did you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yes, let's go right ahead, sir.
Okay, so this is the all aboard wheel, the wheel of the toad, as we like to call it. And this is for the all aboard sessions. We try to help the content creators at Ark, whether it be on Medium or YouTube or any other platform, to try and help push the algorithm for them. And this is the daily giveaway of 50 ARK tokens, depending on how many people are in the podcast. Today it's 50 ARK tokens. All you have to do to get involved with this, it's really quick, really simple, and it helps everybody aboard the Ark, is to follow the sweep widget link, which is posted in the announcement channel and the contest and giveaway, and also pinned in the main chat. All you do is click on the link. There'll be a list of tasks there. They'll range from liking a YouTube video, clapping a Medium article, subscribing to a YouTuber, or commenting on various platforms. So you just click on the task. It takes you directly to the piece of content. You finish the task, drop the like, come back, go down the list, complete all the tasks, and you'll be entered onto this wheel for the daily giveaway. And as I said, today is 50 ARK tokens directly airdropped to your Vault account at the end of the month. I'm assuming that we don't have sound effects today, Atlas?
Let's check. Nope.
No, sir.
All right. Yeah. Okay. No sound effects.
There
Let's just go
should
ahead
be
and
some.
spin it whenever you're ready.
Okay, sir. There should be some sound on the wheel. We'll see what that sounds like. Usually we keep this muted, but here we go. Good luck, everyone, and thank you for participating. If you don't win today, you have another chance tomorrow, the day after, and every day after that. So thank you very much, and let's go. Good luck. Congratulations, Pensive Ginger. You have won $50 worth of ARK. And he or she has definitely won before. Is a name that I remember. So congratulations and thank you for participating. Thank you everyone for participating, and you have another chance to win tomorrow some free crypto every single day here on the ARK podcast.
That's right. Let's go ahead and share the screen. Get right into the Spark. Here some folks are having some steak that they're putting up. Can you see the screen?
We can.
Okay. Let me check something here. Doubt this will work.
That is an all-time high, is it not, Atlas? 917 ARK.
That's right. It's been an all-time high for some time. Let's see here. Do you hear any background?
Nothing, sir.
Perfect. All right, we're just gonna have to do it a cappella here. If you want to sing for us, you're more than welcome to as we get the Sparky ready to release. We thank everyone for their time. And I'm pretty sure I could do this pretty quick. Let me see here, because we already have the first part set up. The human beatbox is here. Brandon himself.
I mean, I just got $50 on a card. I got reason to sing, you know?
You sure do, my friend.
It's
Absolutely.
impossible for me not to fall in love with you, baby.
Oh man, this is fun. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. We haven't seen him in such a great mood in some time, folks. The man.
Yeah.
The man is. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Oh, I think I hit the wrong thing by mistake. There we are. Let's go ahead and get the Sparky ready to go. What was the name of that movie? Maybe you can help me, Coach Brad. It's this British kid who dances and he skips around.
Billy Elliot.
Maybe that's it. We've got our own Billy Elliot here. Brandon. Brandon's alter ego.
What was that?
Billy Elliot.
Can you explain
Billy
it to
Elliot.
him?
Yeah.
You're dancing like Billy Eddie Elliot. You know who that is?
No, I don't. I'll have to Google that.
You want to explain it to him, Coach Brad?
I mean, to be honest, Atlas, I can't explain it too much because I haven't seen it.
Oh my God. Oh, where's everybody at? You got to be up on your. Okay, 1 second here.
It's a fairly famous film. So as soon as you said, I just instantly knew what you were talking about. But yeah, unfortunately, I haven't actually watched it.
All right, let's give this a shot. Gotta make sure to put some extra gas on it. Because boy, have we got a big list of folks. We need a lot of gas for the blockchain to make sure that we go through and find one winner through the Sparky. And there it is, folks. We are in transition here in the process, waiting for the final approval. And it has been approved, folks. So any second now, we're going to see our Spark winner. And today's Spark winner, their wallet ends in C6BB. They've taken in 827.44 ARK. They are a first-time winner, folks. And our MVP for today, their wallet ends in 0DE6. They've taken in 91.94 ARK. Right into the Nitro mode, folks. NDV through the roof. And yes, today, June 20th, we have another all-time high here on the ARK for the Spark. Congratulations to both winners. Let's get this crypto.
That's such a massive spark that it's actually an all-time high after the MVP has had their 10%. That's how much of an all-time high that actually is. That's fantastic.
It is. And it's only getting better. You know, some folks are walking around, oh, this is the beginning of the end.
This is the beginning of the beginning.
Exactly. That's correct, sir. Boy, are they going to find out what the ARK is cooking here. They've never seen anything like this before, folks. I mean, there's just been one trick ponies, two trick ponies, three trick ponies, and four trick ponies. But there hasn't been an ARK. There hasn't been a project that's come in and built real utility, real businesses with the foresight to come into the market exactly, not a minute late, not a minute early, exactly at the right time to provide the solutions. We've always talked about these gaps, where they are, where we see them, and we've gone deep into the work of finding the right relationships, you know, to the point of even having an FCA regulated in Europe license to be able to plug in. Come on, guys. This is not child's play. We're not playing in the sandbox. We're not sitting around waiting for the same group of little degens that are in every little project and just move on to the next one, the next one. They have no vision for long term. That's not what the ARK is about, folks. There's so much more here, and that's why you're all here, and you're here every day on the podcast. And we want to thank everyone who's come out today. We hope you enjoyed going into the details, hearing directly here from the team, myself, Brett Nordin, the decisions that we're making. We understand that we're going to a mass market, not a sandbox to play in. We're talking global. But we've always said it's all coming together. You're getting to witness it. And there's going to be so much more happening. We thank you also for those that are listening to the podcast, checking it out on YouTube. If you're listening, go to YouTube. That's the place where it's at. Make sure to like, make sure to comment. Make sure to share the passion and the enthusiasm that's going through your veins as you're really having an opportunity to sit back and say, whoa, these guys are really, they're really special. They've been telling about this concept, and now it's coming to light, and could you have written a better narrative? Absolutely not. And we've always said the worse it gets, the better it gets here at ARK, because we're identifying issues, we're seeing the gaps in the markets, and we're coming in to pick up all of those folks that are out there about to drown, feeling abandoned. They're stranded. And the Ark is bringing them the lifeline. That is right. And you've been here from day one, seeing the whole process, the molding of the clay, and seeing this team grow, the community grow. And there's just so many happy days ahead here for all of us to enjoy. A lot of revenue coming in, folks. We're going to be back tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. Please take care of each other. Be good to yourselves. And we'll see you tomorrow.